Group chat that turned into a podcast? Hell yeah, dude. Venting to all your besties? Hell yeah, dude. Are they a little bit bothered? Hell yeah, dude.
Welcome to A Little Bit Bothered, the podcast where our group chat spills into your ears. We're four friends who overshare, laugh too much, and aren't afraid to get a little snarky.
We've taken our brutally honest, vulnerable, and downright hilarious conversations from the chat and turned them into a podcast because honestly, why keep all this entertainment to ourselves?
Whether it's the petty stuff, the deep stuff, or the stuff that makes you wonder, did they really just say that? We're here to say,
I think we're a little bit bothered.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
hi. Hi. I know we're all exhausted, but I'm also excited to be back because I've missed you guys.
We took a week
I
off
missed you
and now
guys
we don't
too.
know how to do this.
Yeah. I missed the intro. It was like exciting all over again because we didn't
It really
record
was.
last week, I guess.
Yeah.
So it was like, woo.
Here
Got me all
over again.
jazzed. Yep.
Yeah.
Got me all jazzed.
Oh, should we say our names? I'm Ashley.
I'm Kelsey.
I'm Monica.
I'm Nicole. Hi, guys.
I forgot.
That's true.
Wow.
Like I
Yeah.
said.
See, we're
We're here.
we're a
We
little
are
rusty.
out of
Forgot how to do
it.
this.
Take 1 week off and we don't know what we're doing.
We
But
also
Literally.
just, like,
never knew what we were doing, so
We also just ghosted the whole podcast. We didn't even say
Okay,
that we were taking.
I
a
was gonna
week
say that.
off.
I was gonna say that. Listen, literally.
sorry guys. We thought
Yeah, our
of you
listeners
kind of,
didn't
but-
know. Our listeners didn't know we were taking the week off. Dakota said she looked on YouTube and it wasn't on YouTube, and she's like, "Oh, sometimes it like doesn't upload right away." So she searched it on like Spotify and stuff too,
Oh,
and
I
she's
love
like, "I couldn't
Dakota.
find it." I was like, "Oh my god, we should have said something."
It crossed my
Like,
mind at one point to put it on social media, and then I
Yeah.
Me
forgot,
too.
and it never came back into
Same.
my head again.
I
Same.
thought about it several times actually, but like this entire last week has been such a shit show of just like so much stuff happening that it was like,
chaos.
we'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
get
Mhm.
to
be
it.
honest, to
Then
be
we
honest,
didn't.
we didn't know that we were gonna take the recording day off either. It just kind of happened
Until
on a
like
whim.
Sunday.
Yeah, like until day of, and we were like, this actually doesn't work for any of us. So, and we're not gonna
Mhm.
post on Thanksgiving anyway, so we might as well just
Yeah.
not. So,
The,
Sorry, guys.
The stress and chaos of the holidays is here. Like it is
Yeah.
It's
fully
here, it's
upon
here.
us.
and be expected, like for us to take more breaks, obviously around the holidays. We will try to let you know next time, though. We'll try to be better about
Yes.
planning it out
We're-
and letting
we're
you know.
figuring out the
So
details.
sorry.
We do know we're coming towards the end of our season 1, but we haven't
Yes.
decided when exactly the official end of season 1 will be. But we will
Correct.
be better about telling you this time.
Mhm.
We'll keep you guys updated a little better. Our bet.
Less of a
We're
surprise.
still figuring this out. We
Yeah.
trial by fire this entire podcast. Okay, so
That's true.
just
Well,
bear with us.
was
But I do
that
love
was
that
our
people were
fist?
looking
Our
for it.
I know.
That was our-
I know.
that was our.
That was the
fist?
fir-
what?
That. This is what's been happening to me all week. I literally can't talk. That was the first missed Thursday, right? That was the first
Yes,
one
yes.
we've missed since we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
and
that's-
the holidays.
that's pretty
16
crazy.
weeks.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, honestly. And it was
Kinda
the
wild.
holiday, so I kind of didn't expect. I didn't expect anybody to expect us to put out an episode
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, but I'm so glad that Dakota went looking. She's like, "Where are these
Yeah.
bitches?"
Hmm. For real. Our listeners are
Feel the
bothered by
love.
us.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We're bothering you. Our bad.
Every time we
What are
say
you guys
something
bothered
about
by?
being bothered, I think about the guy from the movie. He's like, "Come bother me."
What?
What?
It's a Nicholas Sparks. The choice. He's like got
I've
a
never seen
southern
that movie.
accent, and he was like, "Come bother me, baby." No.
I've
Okay.
never
Nope.
seen that movie. So
No.
sorry.
Mm-mm.
Bueller.
Definitely gonna have to maybe watch it. I don't know. Okay.
You can
Anyway,
read the book first. The book is better than the movie.
I could
As
As
read
we
the book,
usually are.
as per
Mhm.
usual, but you know, I'm
Add it
really
to
not,
the TBR.
right.
Oh my
I'm really
God.
not like a Nicholas Sparks book reader. I like the movie.
I was for a long
adaptations,
time,
Get
but
the
Were
fuck
you?
now
out.
they're all
Yeah.
kind of the same.
I used to be, but I haven't in a while.
Mm, I've never really
I-
read.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
in
know.
high school, I loved them. But
Well, and especially because we lived in we lived. So he's from New Bern, North Carolina, and that's like where most of the books are from, like that area. And we were based basically there.
Yeah.
So then I
Fun.
took a special interest in it after that.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. speaking of
Anywho, what
being
are we bothered by?
Yeah. What are we bothered by? Who wants to go first? Alphabetical.
I've
order,
just been
Ashley, go.
generally bothered. Just
Yeah.
I don't even
bothered
know if I
in
have a
general.
specific thing. I've just been bothered. And maybe, like I said, the chaos and stress of the holidays. I don't know. I'm not feeling the Christmas cheer. I'm feeling frazzled. I don't know why.
I'm not quite in the Christmas spirit either yet. But I mean, it's only
I hate
December
that.
1st. So
I wasn't feeling it
there's some
until
time.
yesterday. Literally, I started putting up my decorations, and like it snowed. It
Yeah,
snowed,
so
and
jealous.
that
that helped. And then
snowing while decorating. Seriously, Kelsey's in a Hallmark movie right
yeah,
now.
it was good.
Yeah.
So once I put up my decorations in the snow and everything, then I was like, yeah. And Christmas presents started arriving at the doorstep, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
It's
I'm feeling it now.
season.
But I was
Yeah.
not feeling it at all this whole.
Yeah.
Normally I'm
I'm
like November
hoping-
1st, my decorations are up, and I was not.
Yeah, I'm hoping my Christmas spirit turns on soon because it's not here yet. And I was also in like one of those like burn my whole house to the ground kind of like I hate everything in here moods, you know, like
Yeah, I've been there
all
too.
of a sudden
Yep, feel
everything
that.
we own, I hate it. I hate the paint color. I hate like just everything.
Why do we get that way?
I don't
really
know.
wanna know.
I've never had it so intense as like I do right now, which is very annoying. We did like change out a rug in our living room, and that kind of helped. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what else goes.
It's like the best and worst thing, like getting in those phases though, because sometimes it turns out really great and you just replace everything. But that burn it
Yeah.
down feeling, you're just like, get rid of it all.
Mhm. Oh, so a lot of toys didn't make the cut. A lot of toys.
I'm with
Gotta
you on
go.
that one. Gotta go.
Mhm.
Bye.
I need
Especially
to purge
with
more.
the influx of new toys that are going to be here soon.
Oh yeah.
I need to
I feel
finish.
that.
I need to finish purging our
Yeah.
toy room. It's gotta go. It's gotta go.
Yeah. I agree with you. I feel like I've been in like a general sense of just botheredness, but I will say the one thing that I am not bothered by is my fair warning, moms, if you've got kids listening right now, turn it off. Just warning you, turn it off.
Yeah.
But I am
Don't let
not
them hear.
bothered. Yeah, don't let your kids hear. I am not bothered by my choice to not invite one of those dang elves on a shelf into my house because
Preach.
I watch all you mamas on social media posting your pictures, and you know what? You do you, but like I am not bothered by not having one of those in my house. And I haven't read the story, so I don't know, but I don't understand the concept of like the elf is supposed to watch the kids for good behavior, but then the elves are like up to mischief and like doing
They're
pranks
naughty.
and stuff. Like,
They're so
like
naughty.
how does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? I have no
Does
idea.
anyone do the elf? Does anyone do the elf?
No.
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 No. Okay,
It's
none of
It's
us
just
none of
too
us do
much
the
work.
elf.
We have an advent calendar where it's got like little doors and I put little treats in there, and I forget about that half the time. So
I was,
Mhm.
and I was gonna say the only reason why I don't do it is because I would just forget about it and like not.
I think
have
it's
the
cute.
energy to
I
move it.
just it's
Cute.
too much work.
I think
like,
not all of the elves do mischievous things. I think some people just have their elves do cute things, and then
Okay,
that
like
goes.
cute,
But
silly.
I did see like somebody like a big influencer. They have like a shepherd. It's the same concept of the elf, but it's like obviously a shepherd from
Oh, more religious.
More
biblical,
religious.
Yeah, a little
and
bit-
he's like
a little bit more related.
it's the same concept but less mischief and
Interesting.
Santa involved.
Yeah, I think initially they're just supposed to move every night so that they're
Yeah.
like shown to be alive and reporting back to Santa, but then someone started the whole mischievous thing. But no, I can't get behind it either. It's way too
Yeah.
much for me.
I think it's
a
cute.
lot.
I do think it's cute, and I will enjoy all of the pictures from afar. But I do not regret that decision of not bringing an elf into this house.
I don't even think
And-
it's cute. I think
And
it's
thank
dumb.
goodness for my sister-in-law's sister explaining today to the kids of like, there's not enough elves for all of the houses, so some kids just don't get one.
The
And my
bad
kids
kids
are like,
get the
okay.
elves. Yeah.
only
The elf
the
only
bad
goes to the
kids
bad
get-
kids' house. we don't even really lean into like the whole Santa thing that much. Like, it's not that I don't tell them like Santa's not real, but like we just don't talk about Santa all the time or like go see Santa at the mall. Like, we just don't really focus. Or like, oh, they'll get one gift from Santa and it's like a small thing. Like, it's not a whole thing, you know? So yeah,
I think that's good because somebody made a point to me one time that it's like, if you make, because a lot of people do, they make like a big present from Santa, gift, and it's like, if you go to school and you're like, Santa got me a PlayStation, and another kid comes to school and he's like, Santa got me socks, like,
yeah,
then the kid thinks that like Santa hates
it's like
him.
The Charlie Brown, I got a rock.
So make the good presents from the parents and just
Mom
give
and Dad.
Something small from Santa. My kids don't
that's what
know
we do.
or give a freaking flying fuck about Santa
they don't even
or
look
an elf. So
we do a little bit of the Santa, but we also don't make it a huge deal about it. So
yeah.
I also like don't want Christmas to only be like the magic all be Santa, and then when they're at the age where they don't believe anymore, like it's a bit of a letdown, you know, like Christmas isn't as fun anymore, and I don't want that for them either. So
there's gonna be an exciting background in this because I can hear screaming and yelling, and
all of our listeners also probably have screaming and yelling in their houses, so it's fine.
It's like the real vibes.
I'll edit
of the
out
group
what
chat.
I can.
Yeah,
it's just what's there. it's the authenticity.
It's an evening recording. The children are, you know, it's witching hour.
Right, it's witching hour, and we dare record. So here we go.
If you're listening to this and there is no screaming in the background, then I have done my job correctly. So let us know.
Thank you, Nicole.
Because I try my best to try to block out as much of that as I can.
Speaking of feral children, I'm bothered by powdered sugar because all sugar because
I'm so sorry, Kelsey.
So Friday, Trevor was working the Chiefs game, so it was just me and the boys, and Mattis.
Oh, I didn't realize it was just you.
Mattis dumped a whole bag of powdered sugar on the floor, which powdered sugar sticks to everything. I swept the floor like freaking 5 times and still didn't get it all up.
Every
and
crevice.
I mopped once I got as much as I could up. And then we left on a car ride because I needed to reset. I got food. We got home. I sat down to eat. In the 2 minutes I was trying to eat, he had gotten a hold of the regular sugar and dumped that on the floor.
It's not funny, but it's a little bit funny.
So
like, okay,
at least that was easier to sweep up.
We were getting the play-by-play in our group chat as this was happening, and I was telling my husband about it.
It's kind of funny now.
I told James about it too.
No, I was showing Patrick the pictures, and I was like, "Oh, she's so upset. Like, she's having a really hard day." But then when you sent the second picture, like, I did giggle a little bit, and then I felt really bad because I'm like, I know it's terrible. I know that she is really going through it, but also, like, what are the chances?
I know. I did the same thing. I literally was like, "You've got to be fucking kidding me!"
I know.
And I was like, if I was Kelsey, I would be maniac laughing right now. I'd just be like,
yeah.
I was like responding, and James was like, "Can you pause that for a second and like give me your attention?" I was like, "No, I cannot. My friend needs me." And I showed him the picture, and he was like, "Oh my gosh,
red alert!"
And he's like, "Kids, get out of the kitchen. Just leave Mom alone."
Yeah, no, I had told Trevor that I wanted, because like the Tynaco wet dry mop things were on sale for the Black Friday sale, like a lot on sale, and I told him like I wanted one for Christmas, but I knew he hadn't ordered it yet. As soon as that happened, I sat down, like tears streaming from my eyes. I'm so mad, and I rage ordered the Tynaco.
Oh, it's so funny.
And none of us blame you for doing that. Yes,
no,
you should.
You needed it.
You deserved it in that moment.
Yeah.
You
Merry
exactly
Christmas.
did.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
No wonder you have the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Your gift is already there.
Yep. I haven't used it yet.
Oh
It's
my
charging
gosh.
right now.
Ooh,
I'm also a little bit bothered by the fact that my back has hurt for this whole week. I have never experienced such back pain.
I'm so sorry. I
That's
am
okay.
not bothered by the fact that my chiropractor membership restarted. I had it paused for like 3 months, and it went through the other day, and I forgot about it. And I like was checking my bank statements for something else, and I was like, ooh, and I got very excited, and I was like, I'm going to the chiropractor, goodbye. And I like just went to the joint. See you later.
It's funny because I used to
I
work
love it.
at a chiropractor's office, and like I would just always get adjusted, and then now like I'm so nervous. Now when I think about getting my neck adjusted, like I can't. I'm just like have this fear that they're gonna snap my neck, and it ruins
That's
it for
how
me.
it
And
used to be.
I can't do it. I can't
That's
talk
how
myself
I-
out of this fear. It's not
That's
worth
so
it to me.
funny. That's how I used to be before. Actually, Monica and I have the same chiropractor from when I
Which
lived
is
in
so
Arizona.
funny,
We have the
because
same
we didn't even know
chiropractor.
each other at the time.
Did not know each other, never crossed paths at all, but we went to the same, and they were the first chiropractors that I ever let crack my neck. And it took me a little while to get comfortable with them to allow them to. But now that I gotten over that initial fear, I will sometimes, like, if it's a brand new doctor, I get a little nervous, and I'll tell them like I'm a little nervous, like I'm a freak about my neck, like. And then
I
once
think
get
they
used
get
to
that
them,
all day long.
yeah.
Yeah,
So once once I
sure.
get used to them, I'm like, okay, fine. So like I'm used to my person that I go to now, but they have they are a couple. The two of them that own the practice are a couple, and they just had a baby. So like during her pregnancy, they had some other chiropractors kind of coming in and filling in, and now that she is, staying home a little bit more, they have people. So like I would walk in and I'd be like, oh, I don't know you, and I'd have that like initial like you're gonna break my neck fear
No,
again, and then I would get over it really quick,
I'm
and it'd be
so
okay.
particular about who I see. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
And I couldn't even be like no, because I'm like, I get it, like you guys can't work
Yeah.
as much, like you have a baby, a 2-month-old. Oh, and she's so cute. I was so excited when I walked in there the other day, and it was the man. I was like, oh my god, show me pictures of that baby right now, because I had my membership paused, so I didn't see them.
Aw.
And I didn't see when she left. I actually didn't even know she was pregnant until she was literally about to pop, because she's so tiny and always wore like a sweatshirt. And one day she didn't have her sweatshirt on, and I was like, what is that? She was 8 months pregnant. She's like, I'm literally 8 months pregnant. I was like, excuse
That's so funny.
Oh my
The
God.
same thing happened to me actually with Dr. Jenny.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she's
And I
so
was like, wait
tiny.
a minute, what?
Yeah, she's so tiny. Same thing. But like,
Yeah.
so I haven't seen them in a while, so I was really excited. I saw that he was like in there, and I ran in. I was like, show me pictures of that baby right now. And he obliged. He was very I love them.
That's
they're
hilarious.
they're a nice little practice, and I love them very, very much. But I'm not bothered by I'm not really bothered by a whole lot this week. The only thing I'm bothered by is the fact that my parents leave tomorrow. They came in for Thanksgiving, and I'm very thankful that they were able to do that, because up until like, I don't know, the first week of November, it was looking like that was not going to happen. We even had like plans to go to somebody else's Thanksgiving and be a part over there, and my mom pretty much last minute was like, hey, we can come. And I was like, yes. So
Oh, that's
it's
so
been really
nice.
nice. Yeah, it's been really nice to have them here. I got to have like all my favorite Thanksgiving foods because my parents were here to make them. And my kids have wanted virtually nothing to do with me. They have just been wanting Grandma and Wello this whole week. And yeah, so on Tuesday,
Little break.
that's gonna go out the window come Tuesday. However, I think my 2-year-old is going to have a meltdown when she goes, I want Grandma, and Grandma is nowhere to be found. I think she's gonna lose her mind.
Aw.
So
How sad.
I know.
Oh, that will be so
Your mom's
sad.
gonna be so depressed at that.
Yes, yeah, she will.
That's gonna be hard for her.
Leaving is
Did they
always,
stay with you guys?
difficult. Oh yeah, which is great. So I'm
that's
thankful that we
nice.
have the room for them to be here.
Yeah.
Because it makes it easier too. And
Yeah.
we really didn't even do anything. Like today we took the kids to see Moana 2, which was really good. But otherwise we've just been like hanging out here.
Yeah.
And it's just been nice to just have them around, so because they live back in Arizona, so it's nice. I'm bummed that they're leaving, but it is what it is. I am bothered by the fact that the airport is 3 hours away, so there's that.
Ugh,
My husband has to rally and drop them off. He rallied and picked them up, so now he has to rally again and drop them off. But
that gives me flashbacks to when your flight was delayed out of Colorado.
I was thinking of that too.
Oh my gosh!
And you didn't get home until like the middle of the night.
5 o'clock in the
Took
morning.
you like a week to recover.
Jesus,
I literally
that was
didn't get
bad.
home. We literally did get home till 4:30 in the morning, and Justin had to work at 6.
That was really bad.
It was just so bad. It was so bad.
You were the worst one for
I
that to
felt
happen
horrible.
too, and of
I
course,
felt
I
so
know.
horrible. I was like, of course, we live almost 3 hours away from the airport, and he has got to work. And I was supposed to be in at 8 p.m., and now I'm not getting in until fucking midnight. It was ridiculous.
yeah,
That was.
Is that all we're bothered by?
I think yes.
so.
that's it.
I think so.
I mean, probably not, but that's all I can think of at the moment.
I have an "Am I the Asshole" for us.
Yay!
Okay, yay.
I actually found a really good bunch of them, so choosing was a little hard, but this one is interesting and kind of like it's kind of absurd, but it's also they thought it was really serious, so
Okay, let's hear it.
It was important to them.
I love
yes,
that.
it's from Miss Miles 11.
Oh, okay.
Am I the asshole for being mad that my boyfriend won't make noodles the way I like? That's the title. It's a serious noodle issue here, okay?
Okay.
Wow.
This sounds dumb, but hear me out. I have always been a picky eater, especially when it comes to tomatoes. Ever since I keep hitting my fucking lamp. Okay,
I
sorry.
think that's like the third time I've seen that happen.
I know.
You're about to take it out.
I know. Okay. I would like to point out that there's not a fly in here. No flies.
Whoa!
Oh.
Just the
No
crier
flies.
tonight. Just the
Yeah,
crier. No
just
fly.
the crier.
Are you
Okay.
lonely?
Good. I just now thought about it, honestly. So I don't know. There's still time, honestly. You never
might show
know.
up.
Yes.
They come out of the
might show up
fucking
in
The
the
woodwork
episode's
around
not
here.
over yet.
Okay. I've always been a picky eater, especially when it comes to tomatoes. Ever since I was a kid, my dad would make my spaghetti different from the rest of the house. I like having an essence of the sauce flavor on the noodles, but not the overpowering flavor having
God.
noodles bathed in sauce creates. So here's where it gets a bit odd. My dad would separate my spaghetti from the family's
judge me
after
so
putting
hard.
the sauce on, and then would rinse the sauce off with the sink and a strainer. I love noodles like this as it is a nice subtle tomato vibe given to the mild spaghetti.
Ew.
Me, my 20, she's 20, boyfriend 26. My boyfriend has known about this since we first started dating. He's always told me my food habits were cute. We have been dating for almost 3 years now and moved in together at the beginning of the pandemic so we could be in a lockdown together. Ever since we moved in together, he insisted on taking charge of cooking and all cooking related tasks, dishes, grocery shopping, etc. And he assigned me the role of cleaning the bulk of the apartment. We split other tasks pretty much 50-50 too. Everything was perfect, and he always seemed to be making noodles the way I liked them when we had them. This was until last week when we had spaghetti. We ate and everything was good, but afterwards he started teasing me by saying things like, "You really like your pasta with an essence of tomato, and how was your tomato essence, babe?" Always using finger quotes around the word essence. After a few comments, I felt something was off and asked him if he had done anything differently with tonight's noodles than he usually does, and he started laughing. When he finally stopped laughing, he told me the whole truth while smirking. He said, "I didn't do anything different than I usually do. I have never been making it the way you've requested." Apparently, the entire time we've been living together, he's just been skipping the pasta sauce on my noodles entirely. He claimed that if I didn't notice for this long, then it shouldn't matter that he is making dinner in a way that is easier for him. I disagree entirely. I think the lying was a huge breach
my
of
God.
trust. And so was the refusal to make dinner how I wanted. I have admittedly been acting passive aggressively to him since, but he thinks he did nothing wrong and that I'm overreacting and that I
my
need to
God.
let it
Oh my
go.
God.
Am I the asshole?
Literally the only thing that comes to my mind is what I've been saying to my kids all freaking week is this a big problem or a little problem?
Okay, I was with you on that. Is this a big problem or a little problem until he started mocking her? Excuse me, rude. I'm not okay with
but
that part. Don't mock
Although
her.
I could
I
see,
think Trevor
can
would tease me like that.
Yeah,
but-
that's what I'm saying. Like, I could see it being very playful and teasing.
Okay, but until
He's
she
been
was
keeping-
Like, you would really have to hear the tone.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's been keeping this secret the whole time. He's probably like, he's made her pasta 10 times and with no sauce. And she's like,
the thing
I
is, like-
love the essence. And I'd be like, I would have got finally been like, there's no essence of sauce.
I feel like this was Trevor, if I had fed him this like multiple times and he never noticed, I would be teasing him too. Like,
Yeah.
bitch,
Yes.
you don't need the essence of pasta because I've been
Oh
giving you
my
plain fucking noodles and you haven't known the difference. Like,
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Not to
like,
mention,
I-
this is so
I
weird
kinda
to
think
begin
it's
with.
like,
It
he's
is
a
weird,
little
yes.
bit the
I'm
asshole
also
because
really
like,
kind of
why
grossed
not
out by the
just
sink water.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got grossed out by the sink water too. I
Yeah.
literally was like, I'm very Italian. That is sacrilegious. What are you doing? Rinsing off fucking sauce.
Yeah, sorry, Kelsey.
what?
Were you going to say, why not just make it the way she wants it?
Well, like to some degree, like who fucking like if
Yeah.
you have to add an extra step of just rinsing the fucking sauce off her noodles, it's not really
Okay.
that big of a deal. But also,
It's
like
weird.
it's a dumb thing to care about. But I mean, you're the one
weird.
who insisted you're the cook of the relationship and
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
do every meal. Then I think you should at least a little bit honor her. But for the most part, I think
Yeah.
she's a dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think she has weird food habits. I do. I don't think it's very kind of him to be like, "Oh, your food habits are cute," but then go
But then
behind your
not
back
do
and be
it.
like, "I haven't been doing what you want me to do, and I've been lying to you about it." I do get the fact that she's feeling like distrustful of him because he was supposed to take over the cooking and all the things, and she put that trust in him that he would honor her, like Kelsey said, and he didn't. So I do get that.
I
But
think
at
it
the
just-
same
it's-
time,
it's a little.
the-
I think it's a little.
I think
much.
it is a little much, but I think there's like kind of an easy solution. You don't have to rinse off her noodles. You could put some aside before you put
Yeah.
the sauce in with the rest of the noodles, and you could do like a little tiny teaspoon of sauce on hers and mix
But
it
she
in without
wants
having
the
to rinse
she
it.
wants the
Then she
sauce
can
on there
rinse-
and then
Then
rinsed
she
off.
can
Like,
rinse her own noodles.
I
if
think
that's
that
the
would have been a
thing.
good compromise. Is make
know,
the
like-
noodles the way you always would, and then let her
let her
rinse her
rinse
own
her
noodles
shit.
off.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
just
so
feel like
cheap.
it's-
You're
I
a
think
grown
it's just not
adult.
that
You
big
can
of a
rinse
deal.
your own noodles.
I don't
It's
think it's
not.
that.
It's so
it's,
dumb.
It's more in my mind, like I'm hearing it more of like almost like a prank, where like
Yeah.
it's not like he put something gross in there or something.
No, that's
that,
what I
like, she
thought was
really
gonna
Well,
doesn't
and
happen.
she
want,
still
right?
liked
Poisoning
him.
you. Yeah.
She
yeah.
still liked him. She
Yeah.
doesn't need the essence
She didn't
of
even
tomato
notice.
rinsed
Yeah.
off of her
Yeah.
pasta. She
Yeah.
didn't even
Yeah.
notice. And
She didn't
sounds like they
notice.
eat spaghetti every freaking week. Also, do
At
you
least
guys
often
put your
enough.
sauce? Do you mix your sauce and your pasta?
No,
Like when you make?
Yes,
Oh,
I
we
do.
never do
Yeah.
that.
We always did
Pour it
growing
on
up. Like
top.
that was always the way that my family did it. And then when I like got out of the house, I wanted them separate. I was like, I think that now I just mix them again.
Oh,
I do.
ours are separate. We always keep them separate. Also, my kids
Yeah.
only eat. One of my kids only eats plain pasta with Parmesan, so I guess maybe that's why.
But even like
I don't
even
think
if
we've
my
ever
kids
mixed 'em.
decide they don't want sauce on their pasta, I still have to technically cook them separately. So there's going to be pasta strained, and then I'll
Mhm.
separate it before I mix it with the rest. And
So there are edits to
It'd be-
this, but I wanted
Okay.
to get your opinions before I read them.
oh, tell me.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first edit says, "My boyfriend found the post and is not happy. I'm debating pouring the sauce directly down the drain despite him." And then edit number 2 is, "So a lot has happened since this morning.
girl.
Oh my god,
Y'all may be happy to hear we broke up.
I am happy to hear that.
We had a huge blow up fight since he found the post, which led to me breaking up with him. He did not like being called a predator. And I started to think,
Predator.
apparently
Who called him
someone
a
in the call-
predator?
apparently someone in the comments.
Oh my
I,
god.
and-
I don't know how they got there.
Where-
I think that's
yes.
taking it a
What
little far.
leap.
If one of them is more
Sweet.
asshole than the other, like I'd venture to say it's her, because like I think you could be
Yeah.
annoyed by the fact that he was like lying and kind of making fun of you,
yes,
but I don't think you can be like, oh, all trust is broken. Like
yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
are, then yeah, you
Then that's
deserve
not the
to be in a
If that
relationship
is,
for you.
yeah, if that's what
That's
your
dumb.
relationship is hanging on by is whether or not your boyfriend puts spaghetti sauce on your noodles properly, I think
The
that
right
there
way.
are much bigger issues behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, I do feel like moving in with someone so you can go through a lockdown together is not the right choice either.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they had been
That
together
was-
for 3 years, so
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is weird. I thought there
Yeah.
was like a
I
newer
can't
relationship.
imagine.
So he knows this though. Like he really knows this about her.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
weird.
But it
I
didn't
don't
matter
know.
because she didn't even notice. It didn't matter.
No, I know. But
Yeah,
I'm
if
just
she
saying,
had
like,
noticed it, like, but she didn't notice, which kind of is why I'm
it
like,
makes me wonder then, because this is one of those things where like I wish that I had like a camera just like to hear the interaction, because
What
it
else
makes
is
me wonder
happening?
if when he had said that, if he really was kind of being an asshole about it and
That's
like
what I'm
really
wondering.
trying to provoke
listen to
her.
this last edit, please.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, here we go.
Now some things I found out in this big argument they had when they broke up. He had always said he was a pharmacist. He's not a pharmacist. He actually just works at CVS.
How you
Second,
date for 3 years and not know that?
We have taken a big turn here.
second, he has actually cheated on me multiple times with other girls that go to my college. And lastly, and worst of all, he has never actually been allergic to dogs and just doesn't like them.
This
Great.
bitch is
Now we
oblivious.
know- Okay.
The pasta was actually a good thing. Okay, like
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Vanderpump Rules, but there's a part where they're like, it's a British guy, and he's like, it's not about the pasta, and that's what this is like. It's not about the pasta.
It's not about the pasta.
It's not about
so
the
much
pasta.
more.
It turns out he's
okay.
actually a pathological liar.
That's yes. I honestly think like it turns out that he's just a flat out asshole. Period. And he probably was doing it to mock her or to like.
Which
Yeah.
her
honestly,
upset
it
and,
tracks
like-
more because
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
obviously knows him better and was feeling that, and so this reaction makes
it makes
more
a lot more sense.
Yeah.
because obviously, just in the context she gave us, it doesn't. But there's obviously deeper things there, and her intuition probably played into that, and so like
Yeah.
Yeah.
now it makes sense why she was like so
Mhm.
ready
Caught
to
off
just
guard
be
by
like,
it
he's
and,
a
like,
fucking yeah,
liar.
he's I can't trust him.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
trust him.
man.
Well, clearly, if
Oh,
you can't trust him
man.
about pasta sauce, what can you trust him about? Jesus
not
Christ.
about
Evidently nothing.
It's not about the
You know what?
pasta.
The
You know
next
what I
time
Yeah.
you get in a fight with your husband about something silly, just think it actually could be something major. Like he lied about his job and his allergies and his,
Trevor, are you really a Marine?
and the fact that he's cheating on you.
But for real,
Trevor never went to boot camp.
how do you date someone for that long and not know what their actual job is for real?
I mean, I
You
guess if
never
she
went
just went
to
in there
CVS and visited them. Like
I mean, if he worked
Yeah.
if he worked, like if he was a tech back there or something, she may
She
just
didn't see
not-
his
didn't
paycheck.
question it.
Right?
That's-
Paycheck.
The
Paycheck
fuck?
is a
I'm
huge
confused.
difference.
Maybe
I'm
she's just a dumb bitch.
You know what? Some
maybe.
people live double lives.
That's
So-
true.
yeah,
I guess
And
him
some
not being a
people-
pharmacist isn't the craziest
just
thing.
some people just also just don't want to see the truth. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's
there's
true.
that.
There, she was tasting the tomato sauce even though it wasn't there. So
it was the sauce that broke the noodles.
she had the
back.
essence of a good relationship.
the essence, just barely. Just barely.
All the while.
That's wild, honestly. That took a turn. I really thought it was just going to be about pasta sauce, and then it went.
I did too.
Yeah.
I thought that that's
Complete
where it was
other
going to
way.
end.
That was a
but
good
it was-
one.
You know what?
It was a turn for me too because I didn't see that edit when I picked it. So that was like really
That was a really good one.
That was a good one. We need more of those.
Crazy.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
Oh my
That was fun. Oh my god. But you know, as somebody that's very food motivated, don't fuck with my food, bro. Like
I
I
do
would
feel that way,
probably
yeah.
get mad if somebody made my food the wrong way and like
I do get mad
blatantly
when-
lied to my face. I'd be like, "You did what?"
I think if it were something like gross that they did, like I would be pissed. But in this case, it was just a neglect of the essence.
The fact is, like, she
Yeah.
didn't. It'd be like anything that I would get mad about is something that I wouldn't notice. But like,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
didn't notice, which is
She
why
didn't
I'm
notice.
like, I don't really have a lot of sympathy for you. If you had noticed, but how many times has this man cooked you spaghetti and you've never noticed? So like, get a grip.
Right.
But also,
How many
fuck him.
times? How many times has the man cheated on her and she didn't notice? I'm like,
Every time he
it's
cheats,
just-
he comes home and makes her noodles with no essence of sauce.
Yeah.
you get no essence. I can't. I can't.
Oh,
my
man.
gosh. I think
And
the description
3
though of like
years?
the essence, just like
Again,
chef's
you're a
kiss to
grown
the
adult.
story.
Grown adult.
This girl's
rinse
dad
your
really
own
spoiled
pasta.
her.
For real. For real. Yeah, that is
Grown
not
adult.
that is not how my childhood was.
If you want
It was,
rinsed
you will eat
pasta.
these damn noodles.
Yeah.
My mom can't
Eat 'em
even
or
remember the
starve.
things that I don't like. Like my whole life, never liked. I'm allergic now, but I've never liked mushrooms. And like sometimes she'd be like, "Do you want mushrooms?" And I'm like, "Mom, I don't even like or bacon." I like bacon now, but for a long time I did not like bacon. Like all growing up until just like as an adult, I've started liking bacon. And she'd be like, "You want some bacon?" No, I don't. Like it's a common conversation, like over and over again. "Do you want some bacon?" No, I've never liked
That's
bacon.
with
Not
my
my
mom,
whole
too.
life. I've never liked bacon. What do you mean?
She put that in the not important category.
So the fact
Here's
that
not
like this
retained.
dad is, repeatedly just making his
Rinsing the
girl noodles
pasta.
special is crazy. 'Cause
You know, I would absolutely lose it if she learned as an adult that her dad
her dad just
Also never rinsed them. Oh my god, I hope he didn't.
that girl's got some serious trust issues.
I think she just
And
needs
we
therapy
need to
in
get the
general.
dad.
Dark.
Can we get the
It's,
dad
it's
on
getting
here?
dark.
I hope
Our
for
first
her sake
guest.
that's not true and that it's just this asshole boyfriend.
Gosh, I hope. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my goodness. That was funny though. I liked that one. We need more ones like that because it was like kind of lighthearted and silly. Just silly. That was
Yeah.
Funny. I like that one.
silly. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of the night.
There was
Rinsed
another
pasta.
one that I read earlier, and I'm curious how you guys would react. So, like, and it's even funnier because I read it, and like an hour later, my sister sent me a screenshot of it.
Oh my
So
god.
let me just read it to you because it's that good. It's pretty funny. But I also have a biased perspective because of my profession. So
The pasta girl needs to hit you up. She's obviously got some
Yeah.
problems.
For real.
okay,
Pasta girl,
so
if you're out
this
there.
person, right? So this person said, "I've been seeing a therapist and she is lovely, but the other day she did something that really puzzled me. Usually she would have a cookie or tea during our session, but that day she ate a seafood boil. If you're not familiar,
What the fuck?
if you're not familiar with I can't even talk. If you're not familiar with a seafood boil, it's a type of dish where seafood such as crab, shrimp, crawfish, etc., are mixed within a thick, highly spaced sauce in a plastic bag. I like seafood boils, but I found the smell and cracking of shellfish.
Oh, this is like in person. I was imagining this to be like. I was imagining this to be
Zoom?
virtual, which is still
Yeah.
kind of gross
Oh.
because I'm like mixing like the butter to bring out. No, okay.
No,
She's got.
I
They
hate
usually
it.
give you the bib.
The bib. She's. We can't hear you. We can't.
I'm
hear
doing
you.
a bib. I'm doing the bib, and I'm holding my mic on the side of my neck to show you guys the bib motion, as if you don't know what a bib is. You know when you go to a seafood boil place and they give you a bib?
yeah.
No, I've never seen a bib in use before. Can you show me again?
Yeah, here, it's like this. And you tie it up in the back. It has a lobster on it or something usually.
This is a great episode for you too.
So he says, "I like seafood boils, but I found the smell and cracking of shellfish to be extremely distracting during therapy. I would
No
like to
kidding.
continue therapy with her as she is really helpful, but I'm scared of confrontation. Would I be the asshole if I told her to stop eating messy food during our sessions? I have
no.
depression."
Oh my
I
god.
do not think it's.
Wait,
I
the
think you're
ending.
perfectly
The ending.
Well,
though.
I summarized it, but like I
The
have
ending.
depression.
The way you ended that.
Wow.
I
I have
paraphrased the ending.
depression.
Wait,
So
does
I
this
have a
come up
different-
in school, Monica?
I will give you my perspective in a second, but I really want to know how you
I
guys
honestly,
would handle this.
I just genuinely think that you're already in a very intimate session, like space with somebody who's being vulnerable with you. How very disrespectful for you to just
Yes.
eat. I don't care what you're eating, even a cookie. Like, why are you eating while I'm
I'm
talking
cool
to
with
you?
you like sipping
that's
on
weird.
something.
Yeah, have a drink, coffee,
Yeah.
tea, whatever. That's fine. Why are you eating? You're just like
Yeah, eating in
while
general.
I'm pouring my
Okay,
freaking
but
trauma to you. Can
especially
you
the
not?
seafood boil.
You're
Oh my god, that
cracking,
I feel
and
like
you're slurping.
That's
Is she
far, 'cause,
doing
like,
some
people
kind of
have
social
allergies
experiment?
too? On
That's-
top of that,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that.
social
It
experiment.
seems It seems like unreal. Like, how could a therapist think that was appropriate?
Yeah.
I can't even, I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around it. Unless it was like a joke or something. I don't get it.
Like,
maybe she's just testing him to see if he'll like stand up for himself.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
She's just going to keep doing more and more crazy shit every single session.
So, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he is a people pleaser and she is trying to find a way to get him out.
She's just going to eat something as grosser and grosser every week to try and get him to be like, no more.
Maybe she's doing some kind of exposure techniques and it's prompting him to stand up for himself. Maybe.
Doesn't there have to be consent for that?
I can come to. That's the only ethical thing I can come up with.
Okay. Question about exposure stuff. Like, don't you have to consent to that though? It's like, you know what I mean? Like,
well,
like I have a fear of spiders. If somebody was like, "I'm going to exposure you to spiders, but not tell me,"
all of a sudden you're covered in spiders.
Mind. I would kill somebody straight up.
Well, I think eating in front of him is different than an exposure like that, and there's lots of different forms of exposure. But I mean, it could be that she was just giving him opportunities to stand up for himself. Maybe that's
a seafood boil is bold. A seafood boil is bold.
And then which that's the only reason. That is the only reason why I am coming to that conclusion of like maybe is because it's so extravagant. Of like, what's the most ridiculous thing I can eat in this session to get this client to stand up for themselves? Like maybe, I don't know. Generally speaking, though, no, that wouldn't typically be appropriate.
Yeah,
I don't know any profession where that would be appropriate to eat a seafood freaking boil.
Correct. Unless
I'm just trying to give this therapist the benefit of the doubt that like maybe
you're giving her way too much benefit of the doubt.
You're giving her a lot of slack. Yep, you're giving her a lot of slack.
Because I have to hope that there's
no.
There's another layer to that.
That bitch is out of her mind.
Because I don't want bad therapists to be out there. So I know
they
are.
They're out there eating seafood boils.
So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that like maybe, and perhaps they had a really fabulous conversation in the next session and she congratulated him on like setting boundaries and speaking up. Maybe. I don't know.
I really need him to come back to Reddit.
I know. We need to follow up.
I know. There's an edit, but it tell us the clarification. It's just clarification of the
damn it, Monica. We need an edit of closure.
I know. I will follow it. This is new. This was posted 6 hours ago, so it's still very new.
So there's still time for an edit. Okay.
Great. There's still some time. I'm going to flag it.
All our listeners are hoping. Yeah, please flag it.
I will flag it. Maybe we will get some updates. I'm really rooting for the therapist that they knew what they were doing.
I'd like to point out.
In general, no, I don't like. When I was pregnant, I remember eating like crackers and stuff and feeling so uncomfortable. I feel like that's different. I'm so sorry. Like I need to like snack on this. So like not even kidding. A lot of my clients guessed that I was pregnant before I'd even announced it because I was just like, I have to eat this. And they're like, you're nauseous, aren't you? I'm like, maybe. So, I mean, in general, no. Like, most of us don't eat it in session.
God, that's so weird.
Let alone a boil.
Guys, we couldn't do a mini-sode if we fucking tried. Look how long
I know. I look at
couldn't pay us to do a mini-sode. You can't shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
Sure fucking can't. On that note, we should leave. Goodbye.
Okay, mini-sode over.
40 minutes. The weakest link.
It was fun catching up. It was fun chatting about random shit.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a good one. I really enjoyed the Am I the Assholes because they were just out there. They were out there.
Those were fun.
I love
them.
Yeah.
And they aren't our problems. So
no, exactly.
Yes, I love when it's not my problem. I do want a seafood boil now, though.
I'm thankful that I'm not bothered by the essence of pasta.
I am thankful that I know how to eat pasta like a normal human being. How? I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I get picky eating and I understand, like, you know.
I do too, but
that's
couldn't
just
be
like,
me.
I can't, I just feel like you can't, like.
Well, and the vibe of the therapy side of it is usually, I would say, is like, if you're fighting about pasta, you're not actually fighting about the pasta. So
it's not about the pasta.
And it wasn't.
It was not about the pasta.
Not about the pasta.
No.
Okay, yeah. Anyways, like, rate, review, follow, subscribe, do all the things for us, please, and help our little podcast grow into a big
Please.
podcast because we love you.
Yes. Thank you for being here. Sorry we missed last week.
Next time we decide to take a break, we'll actually let you know. Sorry.
Mhm.
We'll be on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the inner sanctum of friendship. These bitches are a little bit bothered.